If you're getting up twice a night to use the bathroom and telling yourself it's just aging, I need you to stop and listen. Because clinical data shows this is one of 5 early warning signs that something specific is happening to your prostate. And here's why it matters beyond sleep. Research has shown that this kind of sleep fragmentation is significantly associated with lower levels. That creates a feedback loop that affects far more than your bathroom schedule. Let me walk you through what the evidence actually says. Before we go further, this is not about fear. It's about recognition. The condition we're talking about is called, or BPH. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, BPH affects approximately 50 to 60% of men in their 60s, increasing to 80 to 90% in men over 70. Your prostate wraps around as it enlarges, it gradually compresses that tube, reducing flow, making your bladder work harder to empty, and triggering urinary symptoms that often start so gradually, you normalize them. That normalization is the danger, not the condition itself. BPH is not cancer, but its symptoms overlap with conditions that can be serious, which is why recognition and medical evaluation matter. Here are 5 warning signs, each backed by clinical data. Sign 1, seen waking 2 or more times per night to urinate. This is the most common early complaint. Published research shows that approximately 30% of men aged 50 to 54 experience nocturia of 2 or more episodes per night, rising to 60% by age 70 to 78. But nocturia is more than an inconvenience. A 2017 review in a urology journal found that nocturia is significantly associated with testosterone deficiency, lower urinary tract symptoms, and sleep disorders, and that a negative feedback cycle can develop. Here's how that works. Testosterone deficiency worsens nocturia, and nocturia further suppresses testosterone through sleep fragmentation. Each one makes the other worse. Separately, research has established that the nocturnal rise in testosterone is sleep-dependent, requiring at least 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep with normal architecture, particularly the first REM sleep episode. So nocturia doesn't just steal your rest, it may be disrupting a critical hormonal process. Sign 2, hesitancy and weak stream. You stand at the toilet and the flow takes seconds to start, or the pressure is noticeably weaker than a few years ago. The BMJ reports that lower urinary tract symptoms, or LUTS, used to affect more than 50% of men over 50. Up to 40% of men over 50 in the US have measurable lower urinary tract symptoms, including weak stream, hesitancy, and this is a direct mechanical effect of the prostate compressing the urethra. Sign 3, sensation of incomplete emptying. You finish urinating, walk away, and immediately feel like you need to go again. This reflects residual urine in the bladder. The bladder can't fully contract against the obstruction. Over time, chronic retention can lead to the bladder wall muscle thickening and increase bladder irritability. In severe cases, it can contribute to urinary tract infections or kidney complications. But this typically occurs when the condition is significantly advanced and untreated. The key message is early recognition, not alarm. Sign 4, sudden urinary urgency during the day. An abrupt, intense need to urinate that feels difficult to defer. This is often the symptom men find most socially disruptive. The mechanism involves your bladder muscle contracting involuntarily because it's chronically fighting against the obstruction. Data from the National Institutes of Health confirms that overactive bladder affects approximately 14.5% of US men, with prevalence increasing with age. Sign 5, changes in erectile function. Research has identified shared pathways between lower urinary tract symptoms, BPH, and ED, including reduced nitric oxide signaling, Chi hyperactivity, activation, and reduced blood flow in the pelvis. A review found that approximately 70% of men with BPH have associated ED. These aren't separate conditions. They share vascular and neurological mechanisms in the pelvis. If you've noticed even 2 of these signs, keep listening, because what you do next matters more than the signs themselves. Here are 3 concrete steps. Step 1. Complete the IPSS, the International Prostate Symptom Score. This is a validated 7-question self-assessment used by urologists worldwide. It takes 2 minutes. Each question scores 0 to 5. A total of 0 to 7 is mild, 8 to 19 is moderate, and 20 to 35 is severe. You can find it free on the American Urological Association website. Complete it before your doctor visit. It gives both of you a measurable starting point. Step 2, schedule a urologist visit. It's not just a primary care check. This is the most important action in this entire video. I want to be direct. The 5 symptoms we just covered overlap with conditions beyond BPH, including prostate cancer. A proper evaluation typically includes a digital rectal exam, a PSA blood test, urinalysis, and possibly or ultrasound. No YouTube video replaces this evaluation. If you are over 50 and experiencing any of these symptoms, a urologist visit is not optional. It is the responsible next step. Step 3. Implement evidence-supported lifestyle modifications while you wait for your appointment. Reduce fluid intake 2 to 3 hours before bed. This alone can reduce nocturia episodes. Limit caffeine and alcohol in the evening, both of which are bladder irritants. Maintain regular physical activity. A 2019 review of the clinical evidence found that physical activity may modestly improve lower urinary tract symptoms. And on the supplement question, is particularly saw palmetto. A 2023 review of 27 studies concluded that saw palmetto alone provides little to no benefit for BPH symptoms. If you choose to try it, do so with realistic expectations and your doctor's knowledge, not as a replacement for medical evaluation. Here's the picture I want you to take away. BPH is common, it's manageable, and catching it early changes the trajectory. The Nocturia testosterone feedback loop is real. Sleep disruption from nighttime voiding is associated with lower testosterone. And lower testosterone is associated with worsening lower urinary tract symptoms. Breaking that cycle starts with recognition. It moves through proper medical evaluation, and it includes the daily choices you're now equipped to make. You are not failing. Your prostate is doing what prostate tissue does after 50. The failure would be ignoring it. Every study we referenced today is linked in the description. You can verify all of it yourself. If this was useful, subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and drop your IPSS score in the comments. I think you'll be surprised how many men in this community share the same numbers. That's the point. You're not alone in this. This content is educational and informational only. It is not medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The symptoms discussed in this video can be associated with multiple conditions, including prostate cancer. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider, specifically a urologist, for evaluation of urinary or prostate symptoms. Next in the series, we're going inside the gut testosterone connection. New research is revealing that your microbiome directly influences how your body metabolizes hormones. I'll break down the studies and give you one dietary shift with strong evidence behind it. See you there!